Are we back? Wait a moment. Oh wow, first blood already coming in for Fred's Forever side. I'm very sorry we missed that one. So now I'm back live and I hope the connection will not fail me again. Very sorry for this one. There was a wait in the top side and then first blood coming in for Venus in the bot lane. Very surprising. No way invested both his summoners and still wasn't able to get out. Already going down in Celebrity. Now accelerate in this matchup. Ooh, Skarner. Does he find the Jarvan? The Jarvan has to cancel this TP. Ooh, wait a moment. The DNK was not spotted there? Lucky invade for DNK. He was almost going down there. It's not an invade, it's his own jungle. So Yijin actually invading. Capitalizing on the stronger bot side from the stronger bot side being on his on the enemy team. So he anticipated DNK to path around the bottom side and went for the invade in the top side. No opportunity for DNK to actually contest him. And he will steal away 2 camps. Very important, the Crux. So a lot of experience going over to the Skarner. I hope we get to see this bot lane 2v2 kill again, as sadly I've missed this one. Oh, the dive with Yijin and Stuck, and then the TP comes in for Artifact. Good TP force. There was the possibility that this dive succeeded. It was a bit of a risky dive, level 3 under the turret with 2 champs that would probably get 2 or 3 turret shots. So might even be a good outcome for EVOS not to go for the kill and overextend once again the series. They are already starting on the back foot in this game as they have given up the very strong advantage in the bot lane. I talked about EVOS' bot lane being one of the pivotal points for them to play around, and they have fallen behind now. No flashes available in the bot lane. No way going down on level 1. Giving up 1 kill. At least it went over to Venus, so luckily for them. The ADC not too accelerated so far, but Celebrity and Venus will now be able to just farm in the face of No Way and Dronopi. No real kill opportunity for No Way there. Artifact with his favorite matchup in the mid lane. Dear One struggles a bit with confidence in this series, I think. He has been on the back foot a bit more than I have seen him be on the regular season. He's a rookie, mind you, so it's his first playoff series, and maybe a bit of nerves coming in this game. Artifact's very aggressive posturing around the lane. Doesn't go for the turret dive. Very good decision for him. Look at the summoner spells invested on Friends Forever side. There's already no flash available for DNK and Artifact anymore. Venus already, also no flash available. Celebrity still has his, so there's a bit of a bottom advantage. On the other side, Dia 1 sitting on his flash on the Syndra. Heal in the lane. Artifact no ignite, so there shouldn't be immediate 1v1 kill pressure for Artifact, maybe from Dia 1. If he plays this one correctly, Artifact gets the Conqueror and a bit of health back. Dia 1 without mana can't really fight back. And we actually see this matchup in the top lane. I've talked about it a bit in the Champion Select, but then a lot happened in the early game, so we didn't get to see the top lane matchup play out. And so far, King J is faring very nicely in this counter matchup for him. First pick Jace for Stark so far has not paid any dividends in the early game. The Jace got nerfed a bit. We still see a lot of Jace priority, especially in Korea. But there have been a few picks emerging into the Jace, as I talked about it before, the Ornn being the safest tank into Jace to just collect a few CS and then outscale him on teamfight setups. Jace overall not that strong in side lanes anymore. I think the kill pressure is not too high on his side, and this is actually the first Jace in Vietnam I've seen in a long time in the top lane that has not gone with the Conqueror. I've seen a lot of Conqueror Jace, oddly enough. This one is going for poke. His commitment for a laning phase and poke shows in this area. So that's not much of a side lane setup for EVOS. It's more about poking and catching in the 5v5s. And considering how the game, the series has gone so far, there hasn't been that much side laning. It's all about team fight. Throw into team fight into Baron, and then throw again, so the other team can get the Baron as well. That's the pattern we are looking at in this game. And maybe EVOS or Friends Forever can turn around this one. Engage from King J. Ooh, nicely done for him. Ultimate behind Stark to get the E. And now DNK is here as well. But DNK is only level 4. Ooh, a big mistake by DNK to get the tower focus. 1 kill back for Stark. DNK even using his flash to no avail. He got the turret focus badly coordinated with King J. They still get the kill on the Hecarim, but 1 counter kill to J. Stark is very content with that outcome. Nicely played for him, but it wasn't really on him to do anything there. He capitalized on the mistake. Already TP'd back to lane. And will now push out the wave once again. No TP for King J, so 1 wave should be lost by the pony in the top lane. He's a very fast champ, so might even not lose out on this one too much. Especially because it's a cannon wave, I think, so minions stalling quite a bit. Still very even in gold, even though the gold... Oh, immediate gang on King J with the ult from Skarner. Dia 1 is here as well, and this time they finally get Dia 1 accelerating. The first game where Dia 1 is in a big advantage in the early game. We've seen him fall to Artifact time and time again in the series. This time he gets the kill on the top lane roam, and they have already killed or destroyed a few platings as well. 8 minutes into the game. 1 dragon already going down to Friends Forever. I did not catch that one. Happened while the gank on the top lane, or the screen was focused on the top lane, so I'm sorry that I missed that. So it's the first Mountain Drake. The second one will be Mountain as well, opening up the possibility for Friends Forever's infamous Baron sneaks. Friends Forever will go for Baron anyway. I've talked about that before in the series. Looking at Friends Forever's games all throughout the season, they are, I don't know, kind of... the Baron pit just lures them in all the time. 23 minutes hits, and Friends Forever will go for the Baron. Wherever the enemy champs is, whatever the state of the game is, they just like to fight for the Baron and like to coin flip it quite a bit as well. DNK actually very good at securing the Baron, even though the Baron got stolen away. Yijin surprisingly good at that one as well. With his Silas, he stole away 1 Baron, and in the game prior to that, I think he stole a Baron as well. So a lot of Baron steals already happening here. If this was an MSI game, we would have already sit on a lot of bonus for the skin gifting. That's how this game goes so far, or the series. Very back and forth, a lot of throws on either side. And Friends Forever is ahead, 2-1 in game score. This game is still very even, 16k gold on either side, 10 minutes into the game. And so far, everything is going as planned for Friends Forever, I would say. Stark has not been able to accelerate his lane, but now he looks at another kill on DNK. Is not able to secure this one. Took a lot of time to kill him, actually, even though they invested the Ignite and had the Conqueror Hecarim on top of him. Conqueror also on the Jarvan, maybe not the best summoner. Mastery. Once again proving that the Electrocute is way better choice. I still don't understand this choice, and that I really should not talk about it anymore, because I spent several minutes every game complaining about this. So I will now stop. DNK with his favorite choice gets another kill. And it's a bit of a gold lead for Friends Forever, nothing too big opening up. There's a lot of backline focus set up in this game for FFQ. We still have the insane engage capabilities of Hecarim in this game. There's follow-up from DNK, Artifact, and Celebrity even to immediately jump on top of No Way and Dia 1. It's another Lucian Syndra setup in the backline. Not the biggest fan of that one. Pretty immobile, especially looking at Syndra. This time, no clans for her. If they're able to Hecarim ult on top of Syndra into Celebrity, diving into the backline, immediately killing the Syndra, I think the teamfight should go the way of Friends Forever. On the other side, EVOS looks to go for a lot of picks. They have two very strong pick champions in Morgana as well as Skarner, so they want to single out champions, maybe collapse a bit on the split pushing from Artifact. They have set up a lot of CC to succeed with single target kills, all around the 5v5. In my opinion, a bit weaker the later the game goes. Of course, King J will heavily outscale Stark in the team fights, and Artifact also with more team fight impact than Syndra in the later stages, in my opinion. Oh, Artifact gets caught. Another fight, and this time 2 kills will go over to EVOS, I think. No, DMK is still alive, and the reinforcement comes in with Celebrity and Venus being there. P already on the chase. 1 kill for Celebrity. King J has to ult out, and Celebrity very much caught in the mid lane as well. 2 more kills for EVOS. Venus is there as well. Under turret, but he will go down. More kills for EVOS, and this fight turns around the state of the game a bit. More gold going over to EVOS, and they are back into the gold lead. Will they get this dragon? It looks like it as well. So second dragon, another mountain. We are on equal grounds again. Mountain on either side. Baron opening up as a possibility for either team later on in the game. 10 minutes from now. And we have to see how this started again. I think Yijin landed a big ult on the mid laner. Artifact was not able to look at this again. So it's Yijin and DR1. Artifact already very low going down to Yijin, and then DNK trapping Yijin, but DNK is very squishy once again. P with the ult on Morgana, zoning out Venus and DNK. First kill coming in the mid lane for Celebrity, but he gave up his life for this jump, and that way he went down as well, and Venus caught out on the backside of the teamfight. Only the pony escaping with his life, using his ult as an escape tool. Celebrity finished his first item now. Once again, we see the Stormrazor. Stormrazor now the standard build for the Kai'Sa again, after the changes in 9.5. A few ADCs in Vietnam still went with the Infinity Edge first item after the changes, but now on 9.6 I think we finally see the meta for Kai'Sa going completely back to the Stormrazors, and it's the usual first item build for this champion, opening up the possibility to get 2 evolves, Q and E, with 2 items, an insane power spike for this champion. EVOS gets the first turret. No, it's not the first turret. First turret dropping down in the bot lane for Friends Forever, but they at least even out the turret score and the gold score. It's again very even at 15 minutes. Both teams that are prone to falling behind overall in the season have kind of survived the early game. Both are still very even. Said before, I kind of favor the comp from Friends Forever, but to be honest, in this series, we can't really talk too much about favoring either comp, because both teams usually throw anyway, and EVOS can still win this game, even in team fights, if they play it out correctly. There's still a Jace who can act as another AD carry. Speaking of Jace, he's caught out once again. Stark, on his usual sideline endeavors, and flashes over the wall, but there's still an artifact waiting for him. Celebrity even using his ult to get the kill, and the kill going over to Venus. Unfortunate. In the meantime, EVOS used this time to set up a play in the mid lane. Sadly for them, plates have fallen, so no immediate gold for the Herald. They get the turret, so it's a bit of immediate gold there. Bit late on the Herald spawn. They at least get the mid lane turret, which opens up a lot of roaming possibilities and gets them back into the gold lead. And considering 2 kills have gone over to Venus, the gold lead is a bit bigger than it looks like, because a lot of the gold is on the support compared to the carries, and the global gold being much more spread out through all the champs on EVOS' side. They are in a bit of an advantage right now. No item finished so far on DR1, but his opponent in the mid lane hasn't done so either. In the meantime, Celebrity already on 2 items. That's a big difference. Oh, artifact caught out. We see the pick comp working already for EVOS, so Q from Morgana lands, and then the enemy is dead. There isn't really that much they can do. They even had the Skarner ult as backup for more CC after the Morgana ult Q runs out. Morgana ult as well. So a lot of single target CC, another kill going over to Yulwei, and EVOS now opening up the gold lead at 1k. As I said before, it's a bit higher than it looks like because of the kills on Venus. One item on Yulwei completed, and he will work on his second item once he hits that one, as well as Syndra finishing her Ludens. I think they are in a very strong teamfight position and should try to capitalize on that item power spike or breaking point. King J has his defensive pink ward, so should be safe. And now Ron OP and Yijin show up with Stark, and they push down this turret. No way for Friends Forever to react to this. Yijin very aggressive. Ooh. Oh, DNK actually ults. Another ult invested from King J. King J now ulted himself. Where is Celebrity coming from? Venus and Celebrity with the Tahm Kench ult capitalizing on this play. And it's a 2-for-1 for Friends Forever. Nicely done by Venus, bringing in the ADC and turning this fight around. In the meantime, Artifact already working on the top lane turret. If he gets this one down, it's a big win for Friends Forever. Once again, turning the game around with a little blunder from EVOS. They didn't calculate the mobility from Tahm Kench, and he saves the fight, making good on his 2 early kills, bringing in Celebrity and giving him 1 more kill. And we are back to almost even gold. It's still a little bit of an advantage to EVOS, 500 gold up. Well, that's almost neglectable at 19 minutes. Yijin still on his base boots, so it's tier 1 boots, but he has finished his movement speed item 2, so it's not the boots he wants to upgrade first, he wants to go for the Righteous Glory. A lot of engage coming out of the Skarner. They lack a bit of engage for teamfights, so that's band-aiding this problem a bit. Obviously the engage from a single Skarner running at you, not the greatest thing. They can even black shield the Skarner to deter the CC landing on him, so that's a bit of a better setup. A Celebrity now on Flash. Artifact has Flash available as well, so I don't really expect Yijin to be able to catch out anyone. Yijin can't complete the channel on the what is the thing actually called? Shrine? The Skarner passive thingy, and they will fight for the next Mountain Drag. To be honest, this second Mountain Drag not too important for either team in my opinion. First Mountain Drag much more important because it gives 16%. The next one way less percent secured on the second one. And it goes over to Friends Forever. They want to continue the fight, looking for the angle to engage for King J. In the end, they call the engagement off. Nicely done for Friends Forever. They get the Dragon, as I said before. I don't think it's too bad for EVOS to lose this Baron. Dragon, not Baron. But considering Friends Forever's tendencies to go for Barons, it's good for them to have. And now the engage from Friends Forever comes in. Already very low on 2 members from EVOS. Stark goes down, but Artifact drops as well. Ron OP and Dia1 in the backline very low. Yulwei still on a lot of health. DMK drops. Once again, Yijin now caught out. And Celebrity is there to continue the fight. Ooh, very aggressive jump from Celebrity. Ron OP doesn't land the Q. Now Celebrity can do whatever he wants. As I say, he gets stunned. Ooh, another snipe! Celebrity with an insane fight. 2 snipes and very aggressive ult. And Yulwei and Dia1 are still there and try to salvage the fight on the side of EVOS. In the end, it's a 2-for-2. Very close. Looked way worse for EVOS in the start, and then worse for Friends Forever, as DNK just got caught. It's another Warrior Jarvan, which I still don't agree with. But he's still melting in the team fights. Doesn't really show why the Jarvan is such a high priority for those teams. Look at this again. Yijin on the side. DNK insanely aggressive with the ult. Gets saved by Venus. Celebrity so far has not hit any auto attacks. That now gets in the queue and finishes off Stark. Dia1 low. No way for them to get on top of Dia1. And Yijin uses his tankiness to commit to the fight once again. Look at this one, the Celebrity. looking at the positioning very closely and then jumping in on Yijin once everyone was too far away. And another very nice snipe for him, securing the kill. Now sits on 3 finished items, accelerated Kaiser. We could actually see a Kaiser-dominated game once again. I've not seen a Kaiser too dominating in the past few weeks. I think other hyper carries have overtaken her in the spotlight. Things like Jinx have shown much bigger team fights, even some Tristanas. But this Kaiser is set up to carry the game. 550 gold bounty on her, almost hitting the maximum of the bounty there. And I really hope she goes for more crit with the IE coming in next. 4 items should be an insanely strong point for her, with a lot of peel and disturbance. It's not even only the defensive peel. Oh, look at this again. Artifact gets caught by the ultimate from Yijin. Now on top of DR1. He still deals a lot of damage. DR1 actually has to use a stopwatch. You see, Artifact is a big threat still to EVOS. In the meantime, Friends Forever capitalizing on the map movement and get the turret done. EVOS didn't want to invest that many members, and they had to, and that's a bit worrying for them. In the later stages of the game. King J is still very happily pushing down the bot lane out inner turret. So far hasn't really done too much on his Hecarim. Set up to succeed in this game. Once again. Has survived the early game against Jace. Celebrity and Venus looking for their opportunity to utilize the Tahm Kench ult once again, and there we are. Another engagement on Stark. Ooh, Celebrity using his ult. Does he have enough damage? Yes, he procs the passive, but now Yijin is there, and the teleport from Artifact to try to save the fight for Friends Forever. Yijin gets stunned. Actually get out. Nice pick from Venus and Celebrity. Once again, Venus with very good Tahm Kench performance, shutting me up about this pick. And Celebrity gets another kill. Friends Forever on the verge of winning this series 3-1. Well, what's going on, EVOS? I think kind of the biggest problems for EVOS are their mid lane picks in this series. They go for the strong blind pick and one of Artifact's most prominent champions in Syndra, but DR1 has struggled to impact the game on Syndra. Has not won his lane hard enough, and now Artifact is much more mobile, can side lane on the Assassin, and overall DR1 just not very effective in this game. Now might be able to get 1 kill back. Finally capitalizing on the overextension from Artifact, and there are Baron pings coming down from Friends Forever. They anticipate EVOS's Baron call, and they now call the Baron as well. Ult from Dia available, no ult for Yijin. DR1 saved his ult in that engagement. So now we see the Baron started up. Venus tries to zone off. Ooh, engage on DR1, but he gets the black shield, so no way for King J to actually get on top of him. And now the Baron down to 8k. Jungler is there, another 50-50 maybe. They have good turn as well with the Morgana. If Morgana lands the Q, DMK can't follow. Celebrity gets stunned, and the fight now breaks out. EVOS with very intelligent Baron call, better than what we've seen so far in this series. No commitment to the Baron, not overextending, especially because Artifact was already spawning. Sadly for them, they have to give up the Infernal Drake, or have they? Do they? I'm sorry. They could try to trade Baron for Dragon, but they are already very late on that call. So free Dragon going over to Friends Forever, capitalizing on the botched movement. It wasn't really that bad from EVOS. They had to call off the Baron, but their call costing them the Dragon, and they want to still go for the Baron, it seems like. Now it's 5v5, so now it's way riskier. At least Yijin has his ult available again. Ooh! Invests his ult on Venus, and Venus immediately cures us out. Artifact with a big ultimate. This looks very good for Friends Forever. Artifact in the backline. Ronnie almost down. Ooh, Artifact is still alive. Ignited. Venus dropping very low. And DNK in the backline as well. DNK once again overextending. Celebrity tries to look for the engage. And now King J in the backline. Celebrity jumping in there as well. But Celebrity dropping low. Once again showing his over-eagerness in team fights. Big win in the end for EVOS. I have no idea where that came from. Overextension from Celebrity as well as DNK, costing them the fight. Now King J, yeah, goes down as well. And does EVOS have enough damage to actually go for the Baron here? There's only a 13 seconds death timer now on DNK, only 10 seconds left, so no opportunity to go for the Baron. But they once again even out the game, and we're once again entering a stage of back and forth. Which team will be able to secure the first Baron? Look at the dragons. There are a lot of mountain drakes available to both teams, so the speed should be there. Legion flash ults Venus, doesn't check his items. Big mistake by Legion there. Artifact seems to have found the way into the backline, but gets burst down. Ron OP trading his life for Artifact is definitely valuable for EVOS. Venus and Artifact already out of the fight as we jump back to life, and EVOS once again attempt the play on Baron. 4k gold, 4k health available. DNK sets, way too early. DNK steals the Baron, another Baron steal. No, EVOS, what have you done? Artifact needs to disengage now. Oh, he flashes away from the stun, and it's 4 members alive. Artifact goes for the big outplay, it looks like. He will go down. No need for him to die there. And in the meantime, he bought time for Friends Forever's bot lane to attack the bottom inhibitor, and this one will go down. Nicely done by Friends Forever. Good map movements overall, I have to say. They capitalize a lot on the movements on the other side of the map. The death from Artifact maybe not necessary to get this play done, because I don't think without Baron recalls, EVOS could have reacted anyway. Either way, they get the inhibitor and the Baron. Nice steal by DNK, redeeming himself for his so far lackluster AD Jarvan performance. Finally getting something done in this game. And now Friends Forever look at a bit of a gold lead, a done inhibitor in the bot lane, and the opportunity to push for a second inhibitor. Their siege is very bad. If you look at that, they will probably set up a 4-1 with Hecarim in the top lane, and then grouping 4 around the mid lane to get a pressure with the Baron buff, where their siege, even with Baron, is not that great. Look at this steal again. Pink Ward all the time staying there. He gets in there with 1,100. 840 was the last number, and then DNK used the smite and secured the Baron once again. Nicely done for him. Venus and Celebrity, why are you here? Venus gets queued by Ron P. Nicely done by Legion to get the ult on Celebrity. Celebrity wasting his Guardian Angel, which he has bought over the Infinity Edge. Once again, I want to flame the ADCs in this region for their item choices. Oh, King J gets 1 kill back, and in the meantime, mid lane already pushed by Friends Forever. They get 1 more inhibitor turret, and now the top lane wave is already set up, but in the transition, DNK goes down another time to DR1. He's still insanely squishy on the Jarvan, so that pretty much leads to the reset from Friends Forever. The bot lane gets caught out, and I hope Celebrity finally goes for the Infinity Edge. I think he could have gotten this Infinity Edge already, looking at his items, and then just dominated the team fights. And rather than go for an Guardian Angel, just go for the QSS against Skarner. I really don't understand his item choices here. Guardian Angel overvalued, in my opinion, in VCS, especially for the ADCs. All the ADCs go for a Guardian Angel all the time. Look at Yulwei, he's building a Guardian Angel as well. And he really needs the QSS in this game. I can understand not building QSS too early, because you have Venus to who builds QSS for you to save you from the Skarner. But I think the QSS is still the better defensive item compared to the Guardian Angel in this game. Look at all the immediate CC coming out of EVOS once you revive. And another team fight. This time Morgana gets caught out, and DNK has already dropped once again, but this time another kill on the Jace. DR1 gets tagged by Celebrity's W, and Venus, the E from DR1. Ooh, is this the last teamfight of the series? DR1 dropping very low. Yulwei on his stasis as well, but 2 kills have come in for EVOS as well, and now it's on Yulwei to save the series. He gets the kill on King J. Artifact alone against 2. Legion there to slow him down, and Yulwei has saved. Ooh, gets stunned. Ooh, almost goes down there as well. Very close team fight, almost the end of the series. Friends Forever looked very strong there, but another over-eager fight for Celebrity, this time without any defensive tools. And once again, he throws away the game. I talked about it a bit. I don't think Celebrity is the best team fighting ADC. That's why I think Friends Forever has to play around bot lane to get him ahead, give him the easiest time they can. He once again goes for the wild turtle move, but it doesn't have his flash available, so he just dies. Look at this again. DNK immediately drops, and then King J gets Ronopi down as well. Stark kind of gated by all the CC on top of him, and then Dia1 gets tagged. Celebrity wants to jump in, but the E from Dia1 interrupts this one, and Dia1 gets the ult off on the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa goes down immediately. By the way, QSS also gives MR, so it's not too bad against the enemy mid laner who's bursting you down as well. If Friends Forever lose this game, they know who they have to blame for this one. I think Celebrity could have won this game already 2 times in the last 2 team fights. So, and finally finishes his IE, so offensive capabilities are now there. I would like for him to sell the Guardian Angel and go for the Scimitar to have a bit of MR, as well as being able to cleanse off the first CC that hits him. He could actually also go for the Maw for even more MR and MR shield against the Syndra. Last time he was just burst down by the Syndra burst in the last teamfight. Yijin. Whoa, look at that speed. He actually calls off the engage. Doesn't want to commit. So everything used from Yijin there. He went with another engage and a movement speed item. Usually not seen on Skarnas, but he really wants to use the movement speed and get as many engages as possible and as fast as possible. Considering there's a QSS Tahm Kench, I'm not quite sure if I agree with this assessment from Yijin in terms of build path. Maybe EVOS still looks for a few catches. I've analyzed before that I think the 5v5 teamfight setup, if both teams had equally good players, would be in favor of Friends Forever because of the easier backline access. And Yijin, EVOS overall more of a pick-oriented team composition with single target CC coming out of a lot of champions, especially looking at support and jungle. This build from Yijin, even more pick-oriented when they are not able to get any picks so far. Doubling down on the win condition, I guess, but I'm not sure if they can actually rely on this win condition anymore. Oh, they start up the Baron immediately, 35 minutes, and it's another Baron fight. And look at that speed. It's already dropping very fast, but they don't fully commit and call off the play. Once again, Friends Forever would just take the Baron in that situation. So EVOS with a bit more advanced macro, they know that you can actually stop a Baron after you started it as well and call off this one. The next big objective also spawning in 1 minute and 30 seconds roughly. With both teams sitting on decent dragons and a decent amount of dragons as well, this Elder Dragon will be quite impactful as well. It's the second game in the series that went to Elder Dragon stage. Guardian Angel back available for Celebrity. No Guardian Angel right now on DNK. He will just drop down in the team fights immediately, as he has done all series. Already 7 deaths to his name. Artifact this time doesn't really find the success he has found in the second game on Irelia. 1-7 as well. Very defensive itemization, and they rely a lot on Celebrities and King J's damage to win those team fights. Oh no, King J. King J gets cancelled. Ooh, Sterox Gage actually triggered. Good for the next team fight for EVOS, but the Baron is already started, and it's Friends Forever who started the Baron, so this one will be finished. I assure you. And they get the stun. Oh, it's another steal. How does this keep happening? The next steal, this time in favor of EVOS. Man, what is this series? Another Baron steal. Now Artifact very low. Celebrity the only one standing. Will go down another time. His value item will come in. Look at that. Oh, messed up by Tier 1, but they still kill him twice, and I still don't agree with his Guardian Angel choice. Anyway, will this actually be the game? They don't really have any big minion wave. They have the Baron, so they will get the top lane inhibitor. No way for them to end the game right now, but they can set up the Elder Dragon. I think they should rotate top lane inhib into immediate Elder Dragon for EVOS. Secure that one and yeah, push with double buffs on the next push here. 37 minutes in, another Baron steal happening for Yijin. I'm very glad that Friends Forever gets punished for their Baron setups once again. I'm not sure if it's good for my voice to probably cast another game looking at this one. So how does this happen? They actually get the stun on Yijin, but it's not long enough. They don't... Okay, they had the opportunity to actually burst down the Baron, but the split call on actually committing to Yijin or committing to the Baron was not clear. The communication not decided there, and in the end they pay with the Baron. Oh, another catch on DNK. This should be a free Elder Dragon. No contest from Friends Forever happening. They now have to play very defensively. No Guardian Angel on Celebrity. I hope he sold it this time. I would be really mad if I see this Guardian Angel on cooldown still sitting in Celebrity's inventory. Artifact caught out. Wow, Stark with a lot of damage. Artifact hits this down and should be able to get away. Second inhibitor will fall without any contests. Their bot lane is far away, so they can't actually really commit to the bot lane. Ooh, if they get the kill on Kinjay. Oh, saved by Thomas. Yijin's still there, and they have already killed this first Nexus turret. Second one goes down, and now the Nexus open. Artifact goes down. Celebrity very low as well, can't impact the fight. Once again, the Kaiser does not hold true to her late game scaling. 2 for 2. EVOS gets this game. Another throw from Friends Forever. It looked very good for them in the early game. This time, Friends Forever throw away the game, and EVOS catches the throw, is successfully steals away the Baron. After the Baron got stolen away from them early on in the game, steal back and forth between both junglers. DNK still is not really there on his Jarvan. I'm really not impressed with his Jarvan play. He has got a few good Barons, good steals on his Jarvan, but other than that, no early game impact really, and a lot of deaths. Once again going with the Conqueror and going with the damage build. So I'm quite happy to see him fall down. Another ADC gets punished for his weird item choices, in my opinion. Celebrity also showing why I thought this series would be in favor of EVOS. Their ADC much more stable, better teamfight positioning. Celebrity with so many mistakes in the teamfights. I think every teamfight he overcommitted at some point. And EVOS continuously winning the fights in this game. Now looking at the next game, I think EVOS has to be the favorite. They are the better team fighters. They have shown that fact over and over in this series. We're losing 2 games. The first one due to a big throw. The second one was a bit better from Friends Forever. EVOS actually not finding the right team fights, but in all the other games, EVOS won the team fights, even from behind. So I would say EVOS comes in the last game as a favorite. Big problem for EVOS, they have to get Stark through laning phase. That has been a struggle. Dia1 also struggling quite a bit in his matchup against Artifact. Big strong point for EVOS, definitely the bot lane. No way on Ronopi should be played around even more. Secure a good bot lane for them. Maybe Lovers Duo coming in the last game. Would like to see that gauntlet thrown at Friends Forever. Zaya Rakan in the last game. Maybe early rotation even, and go for a strong 2v2 outplay lane. Maybe with a bit of jungle assistance as well. There's still the 2 support ban strategy coming in from Friends Forever. We'll see if they adjust their strategy in game 5 or if they stick to it until the end. 2 for 2 in the first series already in the VCS. I anticipated this one to actually be a 3-0 or 3-1 for EVOS. I did not expect Friends Forever to be this strong today. And now we are looking at the 5th game in around 10 minutes. Let's see which of the 2 teams can advance and challenge Sky Gaming next week, same time, Saturday.